What is up, my friend? Brant Phillips, Real Estate Fundamentals. I want to thank you so much for coming to the channel. So first and foremost, I know you're probably stopping by because you don't want to hear about me. You want to hear what can I do for you? What can I do to help you on real estate fundamentals to help and grow your business? Because if you're like me, when I was first starting out, and like I'm still today, I'm looking for that next level in business, in my real estate investments, in my passive income streams, in creating wealth, lifestyle, all these types of things. And you know, maybe you're brand new, getting started into real estate. Maybe you're just looking to start to sharpen the saw and go to the next level. So whatever your particular reason is for coming to the channel and stopping by, I want to take a few minutes here and just share with you what you can expect from me and expect from this channel. And really, let's just answer the question, like, why should you be here? And let's be honest, like, I'm working to earn your subscribes, your like buttons, your engagement, and that's what I want to do. So I know I'm competing. There's a lot of people out here in the YouTube world. So what I want to do just real quickly is tell you a little bit about who I am and give you some things to consider about, you know, reasons to come back and check out the channel, reasons to hit that subscribe button, and maybe decide why not, or why maybe you don't want to subscribe, and either way, that's fine. But let's talk about what's in it for you. What's in it for you in regards to the content that I'll be putting out, my background, my experience, and how it may be pertinent and relevant to your investment goals, to your business and what you're doing. And you know, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm going to be honest, I'm going to be real, I'm going to be raw, I'm going to be no BS about what's going on, taking you behind the screen, behind the scenes of my business, so I can help motivate, educate, and inspire you guys to go out and create results in your real estate business. And I'm going to tell you that I'm going to be consistent with our postings on this video. So we're going to be uploading multiple videos each and every week. For those of you who've been following me for any given period of time, you know that I share, and I share a lot, and I'm focused on helping real estate entrepreneurs, real estate investors, real estate agents, ideally, and most likely, agent investors, kind of, you know, those people who are agent investor hats, because that's the two hats that I wear in this world, but helping them grow and helping you grow your business and your portfolios in all areas of investing, house flipping, rental properties, owner financing, maybe raising private money, rehabbing, marketing. I've invested in mobile home parks, multiple mobile home parks we've purchased in the last 18 months, RV parks, subdivisions. Right now we're doing a 100-acre development land deal, and a whole lot more. So let me introduce myself real quickly. If you haven't heard about me before, I don't want to bore you too much with my story, my background, but I think there's some parts of it that may resonate with some of you, or at least establish some of my credibility, so that you know, whenever you're listening to something that I'm putting out, if and when you subscribe or watch a video, you can consider my information to be, you know, trusted and based on experience and proof, not just some guru BS that they haven't done for 15 or 20 years. So first thing you need to know about me, and this is the first thing you need to know about me, is I started from zero, like literally nothing. Before real estate, I was 7 years in law enforcement. I went into the corporate world after that because I thought the grass would surely be greener on the other side. You know, apply for this corporate kind of a sales/service job, and I got the job. And I went in that first day, and my wife was so happy because I was no longer working crazy hours and weekends and holidays and working late at night being a police officer, and we were gonna have this like normal white picket fence kind of life, right? And I went to the corporate world. I came home that first day, and like I said, my wife was so excited. She was like, "Babe, how was your first day? How was your first day on the job?" You know, and she asked me what it was like. And I had to like pause, and I thought about it, and I was like, you know, I think I hate it. and I didn't have to think about it. Like, I knew, like, I didn't like it. It wasn't for me. But I told her, you know, I was like, don't worry, I'm gonna do my best and work really hard to provide for our family, but it wasn't gonna be for me. And at that point in time, my wife and I, we were broke, living in an apartment, like we had no money, right? So why were we in that position? That's not a good position to be in. It wasn't that we were just kind of spending crazy. We were just fairly newlyweds. We had got to a place where we were paying off student loans, paying off credit card debts. We did have bad debt. My wife and I together had zero financial education at that point in time. We had actually went through a Dave Ramsey course at our church, and we did this, went through that whole process of like, woohoo, we're debt free. This was during my corporate America stage, right? For my first couple of years in corporate America, that's what we did. We were like, okay, I've got this corporate job. Let me figure out how to climb the ladder. I guess, even though I hate it, I still felt myself getting stuck in that rut of like, maybe I'll just like trade away my hopes and dreams and aspirations and just do this corporate thing. And so we did the Dave Ramsey thing. And a couple of years later, fast forward 2 years in corporate world, I still hated it. We had finished paying off student loans and debt and things like that. So we're like, woohoo, we're debt free. And then comes financial education, like true financial education, meaning how to create wealth, which is probably why you're here. It's like, how do I create wealth? So after doing the Dave Ramsey thing, I did the Robert Kiyosaki thing, right? Read Rich Dad Poor Dad and pretty much every single other book that I could get my hands on for real estate. And I actually used a credit card we had just paid off. I borrowed $7,000 against that credit card to buy my first investment property, which was a rental property. And it worked out great. Like I bought the house using a hard money loan. I had $7,000 of skin in the game. Bought it, renovated it, rehabbed it, refinanced it very quickly, got a tenant in it day one. I'm like, wow, this works. Positive cash flow, instant equity, and I went on to do that 9 more times my first year in real estate. I bought 10 rental properties while working a job in my first year in real estate. Now, I had really good credit. Financing was a little bit easier to come by those days than it is these days. So that was how I was able to achieve that. Okay, so year 2, financing market collapsed. This was in 2008. Yet I was still able to carry on with my goals, and my goal is just to buy 10 more rental properties and be in position to leave my job. So how did I do that? I began putting together partnerships, okay? I put together partnerships. I did 3 small partnerships and purchased 10 more investment rental properties that year in 2008. 2009, I broke free of the corporate chains, my friend. I broke free and went full-time into real estate as a real estate entrepreneur. Began borrowing private money, launched a construction company during that time that was really niched, and working with real estate investors has been very good to my bottom line and my family since that time. Got my real estate license in 2009, and really I began flipping houses. That was the big thing that really happened in my investment career. Was the first flip. I tried my first flip, and I'm not gonna lie, I lost money on it and it went horrible. I did a video about that, so try to check that out, about the mistakes I've made. And did a couple of other videos just about that flip, because it was so eye-opening to me how I made every mistake in the book, lost money, not a substantial amount of money, but to me at that time, any loss was substantial. But the important thing, my friends, was I almost stopped flipping houses because it was so emotionally devastating to me I literally made every mistake in the book, and it drained me emotionally. It was a hit for me financially, not a big one, but still a hit, where I was almost like, you know what? The flipping house game that I see these people play on TV, it's a bunch of BS. I'm just going to keep buying my rental properties and being conservative and playing slow. But then, guys, my friends, as real estate entrepreneurs, like I tell my coaching students all the time, right? If the numbers make sense, if the deal makes sense, if you don't do it, are you really a real estate entrepreneur? So I was presented with the deal a few months later, a flip deal, and I almost didn't do it because I was nervous and I was scared, and I had all these stories about how I did things the wrong way. But I went back to the drawing board, analyzed my mistakes, went ahead and took action. I did that flip deal and I made over $60,000 in 60 days, net to net, like day one to day close, literally 60 days, made over $60,000 in profit, which was more than I made the previous year working in corporate America. And after that time, I've been hooked. I've went on to write multiple books in the real estate world regarding flipping houses. You can check out my book, How to Flip a House. You can also message me. I'll send you a copy of it. Private Lender Playbook that educates people about private mortgage lending. Send me a message. I'd be glad to share that book with you as well. So that's when, my business just really started taking off to the next level. When I started really putting into practice all these things I had been reading and I've been doing to a certain extent, but I pushed the gas down when raising money. I began speaking more. I was getting called to go on Fox News. Like I said, I was writing books and I was living a life. I began to live a life that I had never even dreamed about. Okay, I didn't even dream about it because I didn't know anything about real estate until I read, my first book and began to consider that there was more out there in the business world, in the real estate world, in creating wealth, creating income streams that I had ever imagined, because I had this just mindset of I was probably going to be much like my dad, where I was going to get a job and grind away for 30, 40 years and hopefully save away for retirement. And nothing wrong for anybody who chooses to go that route, or anyone who goes to go that route, and have all the love and respect in the world for my father and what he did for me and my family. But there became a point in time as I began to read more, get more education, and began to go to networking events and meet people who just operated on such a higher level, that I began to consider for myself that I wanted more, and that I could be more, and I could do more, and I could achieve more, right? And so since I've kind of began to play all in, I've also launched a company called Invest Home Pro. It was recognized as on the Inc. 5000, fastest growing companies in America list at one point in time. And we've just got a lot of great things going on in my company, and I'm very proud of that. I'm very proud of not just what I've done, because it absolutely has just I'm just a percentage of the success that we've had. There have been so many active team members who are with me now, and team members who have been before who have helped us along. I've had a lot of support from my wife and family members, just so much encouragement, emotional support. There's been times, my friends, where I've wanted to shut it down, I've wanted to quit. I've had incredibly difficult times when my back's been up against the wall, but I haven't given up, because I've experienced success now, and I've kind of pushed through some of those beginning stages of challenges and setbacks and all those things, guys. I'm not to the point where I'm saying that I've made it, but I've made it to another level, and that's why I'm here, and that's why I'm trying to share with you guys, because one of my personal mantras is that my mission statement, if you will, is I love to motivate, educate, and inspire and equip others to go out and create results in their life and in the real estate business by taking action and by leading through example. So that's why, if you're asking why am I sharing my tips, lessons, everything that I do in my business on this channel? Well, I'm to a point right now in 15 years of my business where I can say, okay, I've done hundreds and hundreds of deals, from rentals, flips, owner finance notes, mobile home parks. I'm a private lender. I've had a construction business for over 10 years. All these things that I do. Built out a team of real estate agents on my team to a couple of hundred agents in 23 states currently. And I've learned a lot, the success and the failures, my friend. But through it all, I guess what may or may not set me apart from a lot of people that you may be following, or I don't know, is that after being in the business for 15 years, this is probably what I'm most proud of, and this is what I teach other people to do, is that I have 100% track record on my performance in all of my deals and my loans, my obligations to my lenders. That does not mean that I haven't lost money. I've already shared with you my first flip I lost money on. So I've lost my fair share of money. I've had deals go wrong. I've had deals go bad. I've taken my hits, my licks, my wounds, you name it. But I've always performed with my lenders, and because really probably at the core of everything that I teach and preach about is building a real estate business that's sustainable in any market, so that you can create success, you can grow your wealth, you can grow income streams, whether we're in an up or down market. It really doesn't matter if you've built a business that's sustainable, that you create multiple exit strategies on each and every deal that you do, and you have these plans going into each and every deal. You invest heavily in cash flow producing assets. You're very conservative on your quick flip, kind of quick hit kind of deals, and just honor your commitments, but only make those commitments that are sustainable for the long term in your business, and building really just trusted relationships with team members, with lenders, with marketing partners and things like that. So that's where I'm at now in business. Getting back to like, why am I sharing this? Because it's my mission statement, right? It's great to create wealth. It's great to create freedom, but guys, like, I want to create a legacy. I want to help as many people as I can, motivate, educate, inspire, and equip. I encourage each and every one of you, wherever you're at in your business, to begin doing the same thing, right? Like, be a go-giver. Go out, take massive action, then share, help others, lead by example. I'm a big believer in just documenting what we do. Like, I don't need to teach, and I don't need to really preach to anybody, but I like to document, share what I do, and through my efforts, kind of like my selfish hope, if you will, is that I can have an impact. That even if it's a small one, even if it helps out one person, I know that everything that I do and say that's recorded on these videos, on other places in the social media sphere, that it has a potential to maybe help one person. And that's how we create a legacy, if you will. It's just by helping others, because you can have all the net worth in the world, but I know that the more lives and businesses that we impact, by teaching successful, sustainable investing habits, that it's going to impact others positively. I know, even, get down to like my kids, one day I'll be gone and my kids or grandkids can watch these videos. So that's kind of why I'm doing it. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking to grow my business too, like, and I'll put that out there now. If you're in a position where you have deals, but you don't have funding, hit me up. Who knows? If you're in a position where, for example, we are aggressively looking for mobile home parks across the country. A lot of people, they don't want to take down a mobile home park. They don't know how. That may be an opportunity for you to work with me. We could joint venture. You could wholesale that park to me and other deals. We're expanding as we speak. As we speak, Invest Home Pro is actively looking for other agent investors in other markets to partner with us to join our company. We're running all the marketing. We have all the back-end support through VAs, through my local team, et cetera, on contracts, on marketing, on funding, the whole nine. We just need people in certain markets to go out and run leads that we're doing the marketing for and help us close deals. When you close those deals in those markets, you're getting paid, you're getting to JV with us, joint venture with us, basically affiliate partners in each and every market. So I have other reasons to create this YouTube channel. It's not like I'm Mother Teresa, nor is anybody else on YouTube, right? Everyone's trying to get subscribers, everyone's trying to grow their channel, because there's ways to monetize it. So like I said, I'm going to be really blunt and honest with you that there is those benefits to it. But the bottom line is, guys, like, there's so much information out there on YouTube and social media world. Like, get as much as you can. But, also understand that there's only so much you can get from a video. You may love my videos. You may think I'm great and all that kind of stuff. And you may click on everything that I share and like everything that I share. And that's great. But that's just the first level of learning, right? Is you're consuming information. If you're familiar, there's called a pyramid of learning. A pyramid of learning. If you haven't heard of that, go look that up online. But the top of the pyramid, which is the least amount of learning that you're going to have, is by listening to others, right? And reading and listening are actually at the top of the pyramid. You have the least retention. So if you can combine reading or listening with some visual takeaways, which we'll have in these videos, that's great. But the way that you're going to learn most is by going out and taking action, right? Going out and taking action, actually teaching others is how you learn the most. That is another reason why I'm doing this channel, is because whenever I get asked questions or I get asked to teach on something, or one of my coaching students hits me with a problem I've never dealt with before, like, I want to teach and I want to share, and I know that's going to stretch me and help me be more. So what I'm getting at is there's not going to be any BS, any guru trash here. I'm going to encourage you to go out when I post each and every single week, to go out, take action, create results in your business. Time is short, my friends, and there's a lot of opportunity in today's market. So when we're talking about the market, when I'm sharing things in my videos, it's things that I'm doing that are working now, like things that are working now. And, you know, in a world of over information and this overload of gurus and, you know, take this course and everybody's an expert and all that kind of stuff, you know, that's not me. I'm just going to be a no BS, shoot you straight kind of guy. I'm hard charging. I'm focused on growing my business and scaling my business and creating a life that, like I said, that I never even dreamed about, but it's coming reality now, in helping inspire others to do the same. So each and every week, if that interests you, then great. I encourage you to subscribe, check back. I'm excited to share with you everything that we have here on Real Estate Fundamentals, everything we've done so far. So check out those videos and everything that we're doing to move forward. So from the bottom of my heart, can't thank you enough for being here, for engaging in my content, whether you like it or don't like it, or comment or you don't. This is truly who I am. These are my goals and my intention with this channel, and just to create a community here where we can all grow, share, learn together. I'm honored to have you here. If all that sounds great with you, go ahead and hit that little button that you see there that says subscribe, and stay tuned, because we're gonna blow this thing up with the training and the content that's coming together. And hope I see you on the next video. Y'all take care.